and skipping.
We're back on in for Champion Select of Game 2. It's Temple City High School versus Lyon, Mackenzie Collegiate Institute. For the high school starting 2017 playoffs, Brian Crusader Kid Strong here and bringing you the action for this best of 3. We just saw Temple City taking the 1-0 lead after a dominant performance after an extremely dominant performance by Z Motions on the Zaya. Went 18-4-5 with that champion, and that's why you see the Lulu and the Zaya banned out. It was a huge bot lane here, but they leave the Twitch open and Twitch gets picked up immediately. Oh man. Alright, so Twitch is banned out in the last game by Lyon Mackenzie because Z Motions is also really good on Twitch. They leave the open this game as they ban away the Lulu, the Zai, and of course the Zac. And now Z Motion's back on Twitch. That's a scary thing here. So that being left open for him is promising for him, at least. Unfortunately, by the way, we can't see the summoner spells on the whatever who's over a red team. We can't see their summoner spells. I don't know why Riot somehow messed it up, but that's just how it is. I can't see them on my clan either. Anyway though, so Twitch being locked in here, they also left the Cassiopeia open, so Cassiopeia picked up by Zud, and now Shen here for Zyken in that top lane. And this is what we see quite often. We see Shen or Galio picked up by either side, and top laners will like switch those around. Anyway, we're getting to that second phase of the picks and bans. Already on the board, we have Twitch, Shen, Cassiopeia for Temple City, Lyon with Thresh, Galio, and the Orianna. Orianna back on for Dayman. He had a pretty solid performance on that, but he was against Zud, who was on Vladimir.
As you wish.
Bit of a different pickup here. And now it looks like we may be seeing a bit of a focus on support bans here by Lyon. Support not yet picked up for Temple City. And Temple City, they're going to keep jungling. They could ban out 5 junglers here and they'll be fine. They really want to put OG Niels on his back foot. OG Niels in that last game by far had the best performance for his team, and he was looking very good on the Elise. That gets banned away after the Lee Sin, the Nidalee, and the Rek'Sai are picked out. Ban also on the Sejuani, so we're getting really far deep into these champion pools of the junglers, and both of these guys have been tested. Last game it was the Elise versus Nunu matchup that we saw. Here comes Santa on the Nunu. But I mean, these two teams are just really diving deep in. Here's the Rengar ban. So a total of 7 junglers banned out in this game, 2 supports and 1 AD carry. And we're gonna see what these two guys decide to pick up. Graves is still open. That was one that was banned out in the last game. But this is definitely a difficult spot for both of these junglers. They really have to dive deep into their champion pools now, as we're seeing just so many bans on junglers. Ashe is gonna be the pickup here though, and they don't want to show off their jungle pick just yet. Here's the last 2 picks for Temple City. Kindred's still up here as well. Ivern left up. That was one that was banned away in the second phase last game. Ivern banned away and now picked up here by Here Comes Santa. Graves still up. Kindred's still up. We're going to see what Lyon decides to go for OG Niels in jungle. I think he's the highest ranked player in this entire game, so I don't think they're too worried about whatever he's going to be looking to pick up. We'll see what comes down. Nami locked in here though for the bottom lane here. So we'll have a Nami and a Twitch in that bottom lane. And I think that's one we've been seeing quite often. And honestly, this is a pretty strong team comp. I mean, you have double support here for Twitch with that Ivern coming into play. And you're going to have that Stand United as well, which is an added part of it. And Twitch with the submarine plays if you would like, but the Thresh once again for Mirrorveil had a pretty strong game on that. Combined with the Ashe here, this is a huge pick-off comp for Lyon, and we're going to be looking at these team fights here. Galio for the peel or for the dive again. Olaf for sure for the dive in here in the jungle for William Lyon. But it's a huge pickup comp here. Orianna back in here for Dave Man. He had some pretty solid shockwaves in that last game. Unfortunately, didn't have the damage on his team to back it up. We'll see if they can pull through this time. Ashe, one of those 80 carries that has a lot of AoE damage that can come out, especially when you pick up that Runaan's Hurricane. Twitch is the same way though. We'll see what happens when we get on into the game. It's comfort picks for Temple City against a very nice teamfight team comp for William Lyon. Mackenzie, you're watching the High School Star League 2017 playoffs. Temple City up 1-0 against their opponent here. Brought to you by Twitch TV. We'll be right back with game number 2 of the round of 16 match between these two teams. Stay tuned.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Alright guys, welcome back here at Temple City High School, taking on William Lyon Mackenzie Collegiate Institute. Brian Crusader Controng here. It's the High School Starley 2017 playoffs. Temple City High School leading 1-0 in this best of 3. Bringing this action for this, just me by myself, but it's gonna be a fun time here as we just are coming out of that first game that Temple City took in a commanding fashion. When they got rolling, it was the bottom lane of Z Motions on the Xayah that really brought that one out of hand for the team. I think they 18-4 on the Xayah there, and it was just a dominant performance by him. And we'll see how William Lyon Mackenzie Collegiate will respond after that game, just because it was such a boost for Temple City here, the lowest seed in this one, in this match, but able to come out ahead with game number 1. So now looking to take a 2-0 victory possibly here. They want to get to the round of 8 and eventually back to those finals, as they have for the past 2 years in a row. They've been our second place team. So, lots of things changing up here after that first pick and ban phase. Ivern getting through, Twitch getting through, Lulu getting banned out finally. But Twitch on Z Motions I feel like is huge. It did ban away though that Lulu, which was a huge part of that bottom lane in that last game. It was Sketch looking just looking great on it there. And now they have kind of a different protect the AD carry comp here as Ivern comes into the mix. Last game they had the Nunu, which was good for that Blood Boil, but honestly didn't have that great of an early game. OG Neil's kind of dominated it, which is to be expected though of the highest ranked player in this matchup, OG Neil's. Something you want to look after here. Zed though already looking to make something happen here, and he was a little bit big on these invites last game. It cost him a death, so maybe he'll be a little bit more cautious coming into this one. We welcome you to the High School Star League playoffs as we're getting on into the end of our season, heading into the postseason. If you want to stay updated on when you can register for the High School Star League, for the leagues actually, if you're a high school student. Currently have leagues going for League of Legends, obviously, Dota 2, Hearthstone, Osu, CSGO, Smite, and Paladins are introduced. We're looking into whether those will be continued. Most likely, though, and other information can be found on our website. But middle lane, Root coming in. Here comes Santa with the gank, and the damage already on the Daybat. He is low, and that is the first blood. Here comes Santa, finishes it off. Temple City come through with the lead. Double bubble onto that bottom lane, lands the toxic as well, so the poison coming through, the damage from that bottom lane, and that's just a taste of what Sketch can do on this Nami here. You're gonna have to be cautious of that. Gank early in that middle lane though. Nope. Zyken taking some damage. Vescro dueling out here, but Zyken sees that Vescro's low on mana. Anyway. Oh, top lane, they continue to duel out here. Zyken, and he has the better part of this one because Galio has pretty much no mana, and Shen deals so much early game damage. He really wins out those trades, and you're seeing it there. But that middle lane gank coming through, we're seeing, here comes Santa coming in for it. Last game he was on the Nunu. He went for the same mid lane gank, but he was Nunu, and it was a Vladimir. So it didn't really work out, but this time it's an Ivern and the Cassiopeia, and they get that first blood onto Here Comes Santa, actually. But first blood in that middle lane is going to be good because Daymad had a lot of help from OG in that last game. It was really propping him up. Zykin getting low top lane as Vesco came back with a teleport. Reading his ring stack up on him. Middle lane though. From Santa coming in with the gang once again. Daymad looking to get out with the flash. The root. It lands. The damage coming in. Here comes Santa. Takes him down. Top lane. Taunt coming in as Zykin forcing the flash out. OG Neils trying to chase after. Will be able to and will be able to escape as well. But OG Neils low in the brush. He's trying to back away. Here comes Santa jumping in. He's going to spawn him out. Heroic entrance to try to save OG Neils. Vesco jumping in. Oh, the low, the damage, the taunt. And Vesco picks up the kill. 2 for 2 now in the game. William Lyon Mackenzie fighting back with the punches going blow for blow here. So now it's things are calming down here, but both of these teams, I think we'll be seeing a lot more of this action from this best of 3. The fun one so far. Here comes Santa being so present throughout the game already as he tries to jump into that bottom lane here. Now looking to possibly go for an invade, but OG Neils is going to have a lot of damage on this Olaf, so it's a bit scary for the Ivern here. And now, though, Daymad may be getting caught out, though. The CC is going to be coming in here soon. The bubble, it lands right on the edge of it, and he's rooted as well. So much damage. Zud finishes off that kill. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Z-Motions had the support from Zykin with the stands united. The flash forward, the stun for the slow, actually. Maryvale going down low, and here comes Santa, finishes him off. Now Hypnova narrowly dodging out of that snare. But 5 members, Temple City on this bottom half of the map, only 8 minutes in. This is going to be first pick for them. This tower is not long for this world. Temple City High School making a statement early in this game to get these early leads. And look at that presence all over the map already. First turret taken down after the ganks coming in here. And maybe this is why Ivern was banned at this last game against Here Comes Santa. It was banned away by William Lyon Mackenzie because Here Comes Santa 2-1-2 on this champion already. He has 100% kill participation. He's been all over this map right now. And now he's back in this middle lane. Not really doing too much in terms of the farm, but he's getting all the ganks in that he can get with this champion. OG Neils is looking to actually take away this blue buff right now. As middle lane, we'll see the gank, the shockwave down, but Daymad, he's gone. Oh, he is gone, and in the good way for him as Dark Passage saves him. Maryvale coming in for the support on the side. Nice movement by the support there. OG Neils ghosting in. Here comes Santa's backing right in front of the turret. Undertow lands, but the shield came through. Now turns on to Zud. Zud going down. He gets taken out. OG Neils finishing off that kill. Z-Motions is here, but can't do much about it. See OG Neil, so he takes away that blue buff, transitions over to that middle lane and picks up a kill for himself on the mid laner of Zud. But things not going well for Daymad this game. Meanwhile, Zykin forces a shadow dash away here. Vescro. Oh, the Q lands. Zykin solo, but maybe a little escape. Uh-oh, OG Neils is here. Undertow just takes one Undertow. There's one. It's absorbed by the shield. Sketch is here for the healing. Saves him. The second Undertow landed, but he's able to survive. And uh-oh, that's an arrow. Enchanted Crystal arrow lands. That's the hook. Death sentence from Maryvale. The flay back. They're going all in on this damage. The heal, the flash away. The shield from here comes Santa. Daisy making the appearance. The flash up by Hypnova. Can't secure it. And Hypnova is now in a lot of trouble. Stuck between a rock and a tree. Hypnova taking some damage here, but now going to get some help. Vestro's here. Z-Motions wants to re-engage, but he's getting poked down as well. And everyone is low here. Daisy doing some damage that he can. Tidal Wave coming across, and Z-Motions finishes off Vescro. 2-0 to count for him here. 6-3 the kill lead for Temple City. As action is just non-stop in this game. 9 kills only 10 minutes in. And oh man, Temple City are just looking so scary. And they coming back into form. Zud, he's been to all three championships that Temple City has gone to, as he has been the mid laner since 2015 for them. And he's definitely hungry for that title once again, and he has this nice roster with him here to do it. Z-Motion's looking great on the AD carry here. He was an addition in 2016 after a lot of the Temple City team got cycled out or graduated. But now, 6-3 here. Nice early start to the second game of the best of 3 in their round of 16 matchup. They're looking to get back to the quarterfinals. So far, I have a good case to do it now. Looking to make moves into the middle lane here. Both of these teams crowding around it. But Temple City are the ones that are pushing. They've gotten the first turn in that bottom lane. They're going to get the second one here. Turn secured. Hook though. The arrow lands on the back line. And now here's the fight coming in for these guys. They already lost Z-Motion, but Zud's in the back line looking for some damage. Z-Motion's down. So is Maribel. OG Neil's in the back line. Zud still continuing. Takes out Hypnova for that double kill. Meanwhile, here comes Santa is in trouble. OG Neils and Vescro have been on this back line. The double kill coming in for OG Neils. He's taking a lot of damage from Zud. A triple kill for Zud. Keeps on going. Daymad is here though. The shockwave jumping in with the justice punch. And Daymad gets the kill. The taunt onto Zykin now. Daymad showing up late here, but shows up with a lot of damage. Zykin taunting in, gets that kill, but he may go down. Daymad forcing him to flash. Flash by Daymad. Gets that one. Secures it for a second kill for him here. Overall, I don't even know how many kills went down in that fight, but 18 kills now, only at the 13-minute mark here, and Z-Motions and Sketch are already back up and chasing after the Orianna. They know he has almost no tools left in his toolkit here, and that tidal wave makes short work of him. So 11-8 now, this score. Action-packed game already, but we saw that focus there onto Z-Motions. A great death sentence by Merivale onto the Twitch. And Shannon Cristillo came out as well, and that's the scariness of all the CC that comes out of this team. Meanwhile, OG Neils and Vesco made short work of that back line as they were diving on in there. OG Neils 4-1, leading his team in kills once again. And this time we're seeing Zed come up to the forefront. He's 5-2. Meanwhile, Z-Motions is 3-1, so kills getting stacked up for the carries of Temple City here. We'll see what they can do with it. But kills going both ways of the teams here. 2-1 on the tower score as the Cloud Drake was just secured by Temple City. And Mirabel, he's looking to come out here. He's looking to dive! The taunt lands! And the Dark Passage to bring in OG Neil's Vescro secures the kill. Taking out that AD carry. Z-Motion's completely unaware. I thought he was in a one-on-one. Turns out to be a 1v3. Bottom lane turret's going to go down here as 3 members push it down. However, Rift Herald is also looking like it may be taken out here as Temple City see 3 members of their team on the bottom half of the map. But they're still looking to push here as this is all the remaining members of Temple City. Actually, it's only going to be 3 of them on this top half. Rift Herald getting dueled by Sketch, and here comes Santa. 3-man though on this bottom half. Sylvester, OG Neils, and Marivale pushing it down. Zykin's joining up here. He's actually going to go for a taunt here, so he's looking to try to duel this one out here with 3 members of the enemy team because here comes Z-Motions. He wants to lay down the law with the damage. Zykin, look at that shredding damage. So much coming out from Z-Motions. A double kill already. Vescro low. And trying to finish this off. Triple kill Z-Motions. Taking down that one. That's a 2v3 in that bottom lane. Zykin taking up all the damage. Rift Herald taken out in that middle lane. Or in the top half of the map. And now advantage is going Temple City's way. 6-2 now. Z-Motions with that scoreline. He picked up that Runeance Hurricane and came straight back to that bottom lane and absolutely eviscerates that 3-man push. And And that's a huge pickup there. Rift Herald just summoned by Here Comes Santa. So they're going to be relentless with this push here as Z-Motion's still in that bottom lane. The hook's going to land onto Zud. Do some damage to him, but he'll be fine. Z-Motions, even after picking up that triple kill, is going to be remaining in that bottom lane to get this push on while Rift Herald shoves up the middle lane. But a huge shockwave to flame back onto 2. But the Cassiopeia set on to 3. And Zykin moves in with the taunt under the turret. Hypnova's down. And Daisy's here as well, getting those knockups in there. Double kill for Zud. Look at that damage coming out from him. And a huge Cassiopeia ultimate to stun up the team here. What a game coming in between these two teams. 16-10 though. Temple City with the lead. 3,000 gold up here. They weren't able to take down that middle lane inner turret though after all of that fighting came through. And no members of Temple City getting lost in that. Zykin's low. And now OG Neils wants to focus it onto Zud. Zud, 7-2, stands united, trying to save him. Won't be able to now. Zykin himself taken out, double kill. And Z-Motions trying to sneak away here. He pops back out at an inopportune time, looks to turn around. Tidal Wave lands onto OG Neils. That's who Z-Motions is focusing. And channeling Crystal Arrow, not on the mark, flash away. Mirabelle coming in, dodges out of the death sentence. Vescro still on target here. And they're still looking to continue forward push. Here comes Santa, maybe the new target. All 5 members flash over by Vescro. Gets a great Justice Punch onto Here Comes Santa. And a hook as well. Sketch caught out. 2 members, Temple City taken out. William Lyon, Mackenzie Collegiate Institute. Find 2 great pickoffs there, but what can they do with it? Doesn't seem like much though, even after picking those 2 picks. Maybe trying to force down this middle lane turret, but with Z-Motions and Zud here, that's still just a huge threat. 7-3 on Zud, 6-2 on Z-Motions. Z-Motions gonna go back to buy. He has 2,300 gold to spend. So, pretty easy Infinity Edge pickup for him there. Game's resetting here. Dragon's gonna be spawning in 50 seconds. The first one, the Cloud Drake, went over to Temple City. And 2-2 is the turret count here. Uh-oh, here comes Santa. Death sentence into Shockwave means he's dead. Short and simple. Short and sweet there. Quick kill coming in. As top lane turret though getting picked off by Zykin, but this dragon spawning in 30. Here comes Santa. Actually should be back up to contest it, but they can't not gonna be able to set up for it just yet as they're missing their jungler. However, Temple City don't really mind it. They're pushing in the top lane and the bottom lane. They get both lanes rolling here. Both lanes pushing with waves of minions as they look to contest this dragon now. So this is a very smart move by Temple City to get the lanes pushing before heading over to the objective. That just gives them so much more pressure. Vescro and Zykin looking to do a lot on this top lane. Vescro may have the better end of this now as he's got a few items under his belt. Zykin trying to duel back. Meanwhile, uh-oh, Sketch in trouble, stunned up. Daymad takes him down. That's the pickoff potential from this team. You saw the first one to come out with, uh-oh, here comes Santa. He's in trouble. Oh my gosh, Temple City, what is going on, man? Death sentence just shy of landing onto Here Comes Santa. And now still looking to fight this one out. Possibly Zud has showed up. They're going to cut away here. But yeah, this is the pickoff comp of William Lyon Mackenzie. They're really using it so well. Death sentence the Enchanted Crystal Arrow into so much damage. Z Motions, though, he's showing up. He's doing some damage. Teleport right on top of him. Shockwave lands onto him as well. The heal coming in as he's trying to escape. Vestro just showing up, slowing them down with the Ash Arrows, with the volley there. But he's going to be forced to back. Z Motions so low. Dragon may just go the way of William Lyon here. No one in the pit to contest it. That's secured very easily. So Temple City gonna miss out on that one. Mountain Drake going the way of William Lyon Mackenzie Collegiate Institute, who have done a huge job of tying up this game. Gold they're only trailing by 1,500. Kills are dead even. Dragons even. There's just a 1 tower advantage here for Temple City. But this is looking scary now for Temple City. The pick-off comp here for their opponents is huge. 6-2 the scoreline for OG Niels. On that, Olaf is very frightening, as well as Oriana with the 6-4 scoreline. Has huge damage coming down in that shockwave we saw in that last fight. Just huge for the pick-off potential. So, this is scary now. Looking to catch up Zykin. He shadow dashes away from the Enchanted Crystal, but can't escape the flay or the undertow. However, he's getting help. Tidal Wave coming across, knocks up 3. Zykin still in the middle of the fight, flashing over, but gets death sentence. Mirvale with the predictions picks him off, and Zykin goes down right at the Baron pit, which means this is going to get started up, and this is not good for Temple City because they still are missing their AD carry as the Baron hits the halfway mark. Zud is getting bursted down right there. Daisy's up, but the death sentence lands on the Here Comes Santa. Daymad takes him out, and now it's a 3-on-5. Zud is low. Daymad makes it a 2-on-5 with a double kill. Only the bottom lane duo Z Motions and Sketch left alive. Can't do anything here. Have to back away. And oh man, look at this fight coming in here. Temple City losing out here as William Lyon Mackenzie pick up the Baron buff. And now head over to this middle lane turret. Should be an easy one for them to push down. And massive victories for this team. And I mean, these team fights go their way. This Oriana is dealing so much damage. And that last one especially, Z Motions was still on the bottom half of the map, trying to push up. So just quicker rotations coming up by William Lyon Mackenzie. They also see that Zykin's trying to split push in that top lane. They take advantage of it. That pickoff comp coming in here, able to take down that one champion so quickly, CC him for so long, and take him out of the game for a little bit less than a minute here. 23-minute mark. Really short death timers most likely still. But here comes the response from Temple City, pushing up this middle lane wave. However, Baron buffed minions by William Lyon should get the advantage going their way and to look to apply pressure on this map. Game 2 of this best of 3. Temple City taking game 1 in a very dominant fashion. At this point in the game, I think they were really picking up with their leads, and it was kind of telling that they were going to pick up the win there. But this game so far, even on both sides, and once again another bloodbath between these two teams, as we've been seeing both of these teams really going for these fights. The kill counts are getting stacked up high here. So the cautious play from both of these two teams. Lots of 5-man AoE CC that can come out from Temple City here. The Nami tidal wave and the shadow dash, potentially multi-target, the petrifying gaze as well from Zud. If they can get that combo down, like Z Motions will shred them down, but there's so much different forms of CC that Temple City has to be careful of that's coming out of the side of William Lyon that is just, it makes it so difficult to dodge. And when you have OG Niels probably just rushing in for your back line, it's very hard for William Lyon to, it's very hard for Temple City to defend against it right now. Top lane Vestro gets a taunt onto Zykin here as they're shifting focus up to that top lane. OG Niels picking up that, joining up here in the front line. Turret's getting low here. Baron up minions doing a lot of damage to it. That sentence goes wide. Gonna have that extra range, so we'll be able to chip away at that turret. As all of the 3 lanes. Oh, root landing onto the Orianna, and this is when they want to go in. Tanaway sweeping across the lane. Z-Emotions virtually untouched. OG Niels is on him, and Z-Emotions is dealing all the damage onto the team here. A double kill for Zud, finishing it off. And what a massive team fight coming in from Temple City. A sweeping one here, a 5-0 potentially. Vescro, the only one left alive. That is the ace by Temple City. The Baron buffs wiped clean. Temple City coming ahead with that team fight win. And the pick-off comp not coming into fruition there, as Temple City just come out with the raw damage. A huge tidal wave and Petrifying Gaze as well to shred down the enemy team there. Now pushing in for this middle lane is Temple City. That's the turret going down in that middle lane. 4 turrets to 4. Daymad gonna find Zod, and what a pick off there. Channel Cristallero coming across. Here comes Sanders stealing away the blue buff, but now getting chased after. It's a good route down. Getting slowed down though. Mirabelle coming in as well. Play doesn't land, but hey, auto attacks are all that Daymad needs to finish off that kill. So now 2 members of Temple City going down, overextending, overstaying in that bottom lane jungle, and now they're gonna lose the second Mountain Drake of this game. And it's really what's helping keep William Lyon Mackenzie in this. They can keep pushing for these objectives with this Mountain Drake. It's the second one for them. And they tied up the kill score 21-21. They're just trailing in gold very slightly here. But now with the pressure going their way, they'll be pushing on to this bottom half of the map here. Bottom lane is what they're looking for. And also looking to set up a potential pick is OG Niels and Mirabelle. They're going to be clearing out some wards here as they move on into the jungle. This bottom lane inner turret's not looking long for this world here. It's already very, very low. And the aggressive positioning here. The taunt, the sketch goes down. Sketch falling so quickly there. And the flash in. They're diving onto Z-Emotions. He's so low. The flash away. He's cutting it out. Here comes Santa. Takes down Mirabelle. Zud as well getting focused down. Both back lines are very far back in the lane. And it turns out a 1 for 2 in favor of Temple City as kills come across here. Hypnova and Daymad both very low. We're looking to back away here. Damage heavy on both of these teams. Slight advantage going over to Temple City, but they lost that bottom lane inner turret. So now slight advantage going over to William Lyon Mackenzie with 28 minutes in this game. It's a much closer game than the last one, for sure. So 29-minute mark. The Baron's about to spawn. The first one went over to William Lyon Mackenzie, but they quickly lost it in a 5-0 clean ace by Temple City. And now they're gonna have to be a bit careful. They're just trailing so very slightly in gold. I think it's a negligible gap at this point in the game, as both of these teams have so much damage stacked up on them. But Z-Emotions continuing to hide behind that front line of his, with Zykin, and Zykin being that front line. Here comes Santa, and the Sketch have done a great job at putting out that peel. Zykin now dueling out with Vescro. Vescro has been huge front liner as well. But Vescro so far being that tanky Galio that he is. Dueling out with the Shen, as we're constantly seeing the same matchup that we saw in that last game. Zykin, interestingly enough, he goes for the Tiamat as you expect when you see a Shen against the Galio, but didn't rush that Titanic Hydra. Instead went for the tanky items straight afterwards. I was going to check where Zykin's going, because Baron has been started up here by Temple City, 30-minute mark. They're gonna get spotted out here as the Ash has the hawk shot as well as the voids coming through. And it does get secured by Temple City. Heroic entrance as here comes Santa is low, trying to escape it out here. Won't be able to. Shockwave lands on the sketch. Zud's still alive. A massive damage coming in. Look at that. Petrifying gaze into a triple kill for Z Emotions. And a double kill for Zud means an ace after the parent comes through. Huge team fight win by Temple City. 30 minutes in. They'll keep pushing here. Members of William Lyon Mackenzie all dead as the Baron buff minions. The push coming in. Temple City moving. Inhibitor turret not long for this world. A massive team fight for Temple City. They're going to roll through with this one. Inhibitor is going to fall here as well. And they're going to go for more, it looks like, onto the base here. No one's still alive. 4 seconds for Mirabelle, 6 for Hypnova. The Nexus turrets, they're falling. They're moving on to the second one. The Chant Crystallero gonna land. They're gonna stick around. They're gonna keep going. The Nexus, it's low. It's getting taken down. And it's gone. That Temple City 2-game sweep takes out William Lyon Mackenzie in an absolute bloodbath of a series. And they move on to the quarterfinals. Their first quarterfinalist for the High School Star League is Temple City High School. 2-time runner-up. They make it back over deep into the bracket. And a very well-played series from both of these teams, but it's Temple City that comes away with that win. So well played coming out from them. And off of the back in that game, we saw multiple carries coming in from their team here. So that's going to be the series for them. Temple City coming through with the victory. And quite the win coming out from them. Guys, if you've been watching the High School Star League 2017 playoffs, Temple City High School just picking up the 2-0 win over their opponents, William Lyon Mackenzie Collegiate Institute. So William Lyon going to be knocked out of the tournament here as Temple City take that 2-0 win. 11-2 the scoreline for Z Motions on that Twitch, 11-5 for Zud, and this is maybe why you saw those two champions banned out earlier on in this in game number 1 of this series. So Temple City coming through with that win. That's all we have. That's all the action we have for you guys tonight at the High School Star League. Be sure to follow the stream here on Twitch TV for more updates on when we will be streaming the playoff matches coming through here, as we're getting very deep into our playoffs now. Also, check us out, our website, hsstarleague.com. You'll see all the updates on the brackets, all the standings for all these teams, as well as social media you can see in the bottom right corner of your screen. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook there. And thank you so much for tuning in. If you like the cast today, follow me, Crusader Kitten, on Twitter at Crusader Kitten. And that's going to be all she wrote for today's stream. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you all next time.